Puff got bailed out, Wolf got bailed out. But instinctively, I think his lawyers advised him that, yo, you know, you gotta stay away from this guy. You gotta act like you don't even know this guy, like you just gotta distance yourself from this guy. You know, I spent a week in the tombs because I couldn't make bail. Puff wouldn't pay my bail. And so like that whole week, I'm calling Daddy's house, I'm calling Park Avenue, and we couldn't hear anything from anybody. Puff wasn't responding to anyone, couldn't go to the studio, didn't have contact with anyone.
I want to make this 100% clear. I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club.
He made everybody believe that it was Shyne's fault. Man, this dude looked me in my face and he said, I hate this motherfucker. Don't let nobody take pictures of me and this motherfucker. I hate him.
They approached us on more than one occasion to see if we could get our client to turn. Shyne said to the DA, I'm not a rat. I'm not going to be cooperating with you. If you want to give me a plea, I'll take a plea that's reasonable, but I'm not going to be informing on anybody.
It was clear that Murray was throwing the case. All the witnesses came in there to acquit and vindicate Puff. And people are talking about me in a way that's like I was not defending myself. All it had to be was Puff didn't have a gun, Wolf didn't have a gun. Shyne pulled out his gun after we saw a guy pull out their gun. Shyne was just trying to defend himself. And my lawyers did nothing to try to make that point. We called no witnesses to try to make that point that I could recollect. It was just like I was mortified. I couldn't believe. And I said it's on record. I went to the judge a few times asking to change my lawyers, asking to, you know, call a mistrial so that I can get a new lawyer because he was deliberately throwing the case.
I would say that if somebody had to go from the bad boy camp, it's better him than them. Puff couldn't handle going to jail. Everything would have crumbled with bad boy at the time. Every man for himself.
Puffy was acquitted, and I remember the throng of supporters that were there with Puffy. They just exited the courtroom in joy and jubilee.
And when Shyne's verdict was read, we were hoping that it would be similar to the verdict that Puff had.
Attempted murder, not guilty. Assault in the first degree, not guilty. When they got to that assault in the first degree, the reckless theory of that crime, it was like all the air went out of the room. And they said guilty. And it's physically painful to hear that.
It was fucked up that Puffy got acquitted and he got 10 years.
Thank you for your prayers, for giving me support. The people in New York, just when I'm walking in the streets, just telling me to keep my head up. And I'm just so grateful today. And my whole family.
What about Shyne, Mr. Combs?
I'm just grateful.